Welcome to Kung Fu Epic number 2. I'm your host, Echo Fang Grey Wolf, and this is the video that I had to make an apology video for. So we're going to do this right here, right now. If you are a Donald Trump supporter, this is the part where you walk out. This is the part where you walk out. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. I'm not going to spare any fucking feelings. I'm going to let you know exactly how I feel, how far he can go and where he can go to, and how fast he can get there. And hopefully, someone will be able to assist him that's not me. Truth be told, I want this man to live until he's 130 years old. And I want every woman from the Epstein's list to be like Prometheus. I want him to be chained to a wall, and every little girl that was a little girl at the time that he molested or allegedly molested or whatever, and everything that he confessed to on Howard Stern's with the beauty pageants and the 9-year-old or 8-year-old on the escalator, I want all of them to be in a line every day to pick his bones. And I want him to be alive, and I want him to feel every bit of it. Because that's a fate worse than what he actually deserves. But that's my personal opinion, and if you don't like that opinion, that's fine. But understand this. I've had to do this before. I'll do it again. I'll make some bogus ass boobies real quick. Because this might be the lesson that a lot of you girl dads might need. So in the Army, they taught us how to make things smaller. Fold it once, fold it 2 more times, roll it up into a cute little ball. It's a pocket. Repeat the process. I shaved, so I should be in good shape as a cute little girl. We got a right boob. Technically that would be a left, but it's gonna be right for you. We got a left and a right. This is your 14-year-old daughter. Remember, this is your 14-year-old daughter at a beauty pageant. He walks in. She ain't got no top on. No shirt, no top. Just tits all day. These girls said something right after it happened, and everybody just said, "We ain't see shit. We don't hear shit. Bitch, stop speaking that shit." This is your 14-year-old daughter. From the side. Yeah. 14. She's 14. Remember, she's 14. I'm 53, by the way. At the time, Trump was 47. Y'all can go Google it. 1996 beauty pageant. He's between 47 and 50. If I was doing that shit, y'all would be in an uproar. Echo Fang Grey Wolf walking in on 14-year-old girls while they got their boobies out. Oh, y'all would be mad as shit. Not because I'm Echo Fang Grey Wolf, but because I am a black man. Walking in on 14-year-old girls of every race, every color, every creed, every height, every size. Y'all would hang my ass. As in a hanging party. As in a lynching party. I would not be able to go home by any way via catering truck. Yeah, didn't see that coming, did you? Yeah, because that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. But Trump's a white man, so y'all just let all that shit slide. And a lot of y'all that let that shit slide are white people. But you too scared to look in this thing. Hold on. I'm going to show you what you scared to look in. You get ready. Get ready. Brace yourselves. I mean, this is very important. Brace yourselves. I mean, this is the ultimate fucking weapon right here. And it's what you are afraid of the most. You're too scared to look in the mirror and take accountability for allowing this shit to happen. Your hatred for me versus your love for your daughters is how we got here. Now, I'm not specifically talking about any of the 684 of you here specifically. Some of y'all are Trump supporters. I get it. Keep an eye on your enemy. Keep an eye on the guy talking about the guy that you call a hero. But your hatred for me will cost your daughters from looking like this. Now, let me put my fake girl boobs back in. And for every man who don't support women, you should be ashamed of yourself. They more than just pussy, but, you know, if that's how you feel about it, let me put on my AC/DC pregnant belly. No. Because certain states like Tennessee is trying to make it legal for guys my age who just happen to be white to marry your 14-year-old daughter who also happens to be white. Black people don't play this shit, which is why he would have never did that shit to a black man on the escalator with his child. But this is your 14-year-old daughter. You like my double DC cups or whatever the fuck they call them? Now I'm 14 and I got one in the oven because of three things that happened. One, they overturned Roe v. Wade, so your friend down the street that seen me walking home from school decided that he was gonna take this pussy. He wasn't gonna do nothing but take this pussy. You know, he was gonna take my pussy. Not anybody else's pussy. Mine. I'm your daughter. He's gonna take my pussy. That's right. He taking my pussy, your daughter. I'm your little Sarah. And now Sarah got another Sarah growing inside of her. Because daddy won't dare to protect me. Daddy voted so that Joe Blow down the street could body slam my little 14-year-old ass and drag me into his house and knock me the fuck up. And now I'm stuck because daddy can't take me to a state where this shit can delete this. I didn't consent to it. No, he body slammed me on the ground. He stuck his dick inside my pussy and now I'm 14. It's been 8 months. I told you about it. But the cops protecting Joe Blow, who beat my ass and impregnated me, from my daddy, who went down the street with a rifle. But before he could grab him, the cops grabbed my daddy. Now my daddy locked up, but my daddy was a full-blown Felon 47 supporter. That shit's on y'all. Your 14-year-old, your 12-year-old, your 8-year-old, your 6-year-old. I said 6. Lena Medina, Google her ass. Pregnant. 6, 12, 14. No baby deletion program because y'all voted against that shit. No women's rights to protect themselves when a man just decides, hey, I'm going to grab this bitch by the titties. I'm going to penetrate her with my fingers. And there ain't got to be a damn thing nobody can do. Not her, not her daddy, not Jesus, not you. But when it's your daughter, any of you who are here to support Trump, any of you, when it's your daughter, here's my advice to you. And you better take it. Shut the fuck up. You voted for that shit. You took the life that she could have had from her. So instead of her being able to be a nice 14-year-old girl who actually could live the life and choose the life, nah. Hear your beat when you're walking down the street. Me and my girls jumping rope, can you see? But daddy's friend just raped me. Cause he got the beat, he's got the beat, he's got the beat. Stick to the back of the head, your daughter is pregnant and wishing she was dead because you voted away her motherfucking rights and now she's 14 years old and she's a mama for life. You did that when you voted that piece of human racist shit into office. Now, let's get on with the current events. We at war. Excuse me. My mistake. We are in conflict with Iran. But he was the I won't be starting a war's president. But we in conflict. But they were getting real close to opening up that Epstein's list. Epstein's list. So what does he do? We launch a conflict. We got tariffs on Canada, tariffs on Mexico. We got my soldiers on the ground, don't you know? Going in the Navy and you're going across the sea. You're going to shoot Iran boats down, G. Yeah, we have war. And guess what happens next year? For all of you that's watching, who give a damn or don't give a damn. Let's sidestep this really, really quickly. And let's remove my coat. I so solemnly swear that I would uphold the Constitution and defend it from foreign and domestic terrorists. I do not so solemnly swear to give over everything that I have, own, and fight to defend for President Trump. The lock punch ass bitches that earned these motherfucking tags broke their fucking oath. I'm a motherfucking real one. I believe in my oath to the Constitution of the United States of America. Not just some red-headed stepchild that y'all know he guilty. Y'all know he fucking guilty. He confessed to his guilt on the girls in the beauty pageant on Howard Stern. But here go y'all. We ain't see that. We ain't hear that. Bitch, stop speaking that shit. You're lying. I bought the receipts. You can go Google the Howard Stern interview with that motherfucker. I was the only one allowed in there because I was inspecting it. I'm the only man allowed in there because I own the pageant. They were fucking 14. I got a 15-year-old niece. And though she hates my guts, if someone was to do something to her, Echo Fang Grey Wolf is going to prison. Because I have a knife. And I know how to use it. I have nunchucks. And I know how to use them. I have an axe. I have a bow and arrow. And I know how to use them. So if someone done something stupid to one of my nieces, and my great nieces who are barely over the age of 10, yeah, I will be held responsible. But no one else will ever put a hand on the motherfuckers again. Got that? Yeah. But I didn't vote for Felon 47. I voted for the woman so that women can have rights to have control of their body. And so the young idiots who like to smoke the devil's lettuce can legally smoke the devil's lettuce. And so that I can throw my axe into a target without having to worry about going down the street and being assumed that I'm a Mexican. And I have been racially profiled 6 times in 2 years. 7 times in 2 years. 6 times last year. 1 time this year. Coming from a Butterfly Vendetta concert during Pride Month. And I ain't even a part of that community, but hey, free concert, baby. And I support the band. Let me state that again. I support the band. Now, getting that out of the way, for all you Felon 47 supporters, let's go to a new, more important current event. Oh, let me show y'all my Charlie Kirks, because you know, anybody can buy dog tags off the street. But what you can't buy, and what you can't impersonate, because you will be committing a federal offense, and you will be doing federal time. That's my veterans card. That's my cat card. It's fading out, so you probably can't see it, and with the light here, that's not helping at all. But yeah, that's my ugly ass right there. That's my ugly ass right there. Government issued identifications. So yeah, proof that I have served. First thing that pissed me off with Felon 47, besides his first term calling everybody who served suckers and losers, and then in his second term, and then the first 6 times of me getting racially profiled, he went after DEI. He removed the Navajo Code Talkers. He removed the Tuskegee Airmen. He removed Jackie Robinson. And now he's finally found the Navy person that he's about to fuck over with his aircraft carrier. I believe the guy's name is Doris Miller, who's about to get the aircraft carrier. And if you haven't been paying attention, he's literally had these videos up talking about they should give me an aircraft carrier. So what are they planning? The Navy. Fuck you, Navy. They're talking about we should not put Doris Miller on the aircraft carrier that we are constructing, but we're going to put Felon 47's name on the aircraft carrier. Now, these are talks that are still happening, so we don't know, but we do know one damn thing for sure. If it does happen, there's going to be a lot of black people that are going to refuse to serve on that ship. There's going to be a lot of people in general that are of color in the Navy. They remember that this motherfucker called us all suckers and losers. And if you are in the Navy and you are watching this and you're not a racist, now is the time to speak up, because they're going to put the first black man name on a fucking battle cruiser known as an aircraft carrier. And this is a tremendous event. But I'm sure somehow or another, Felon 47 is going to wrap that shit up in a little bow and say, nope, it's DEI. You can't do it. It's DEI. And we're going to remove all black people. We already got the Air Force. We already got the Army. So now we just need the Navy. And we need a black Marine. But technically, they would have gotten all branches, because the code talkers had to be in all 4 branches. You had to have a code talker that was in Air Force. You had to have a code talker that was a Marine. You had to have a code talker that was in the Army. You had to have a code talker that was in the Navy. And he wiped all that out with, let's get rid of the Navajo code talkers, who, if not for the Navajo code talkers, we would have lost World War II. But y'all don't want to take that into consideration, because they were not white men. Y'all don't want to take into consideration that the Tuskegee Airmen shot down a hell of a lot more planes than everyone else. But because they were black men that they did experiments on, like infecting them with tuberculosis and some other shit, yeah, we're gonna remove that shit from history. But somehow or another, there's a lot of Felon 47 supporters in this world that says he's not racist. But y'all forgot about the Central Park 5. And y'all forgot about the late 60s, early 70s, when colored people were not allowed to live in him and his father's complexes. But somehow or another, magically delicious, there's good on both sides, ain't racist. Yet he had, Kushner, the guy that caused all the problems around here in Charlottesville, and the death of Miss Heyer with this fucking riot, and Mr. Fields deciding to be a martyr for the cause, plowed through a whole bunch of black people. Well, no, there was good people on both sides, and he's not racist. Again, if you're white and you're not racist, now is the time for you to start saying something. Now is literally the time for you to start saying something. Now, if you're black and you voted for Trump, fuck you. If you're Asian and you voted for Trump, fuck you. If you're Native and you voted for Trump, fuck you. If you're Hispanic, Mexican, and Latino and you voted for Trump, fuck you. I said what the fuck I said. And if y'all are here on this page and you choose to leave, you're free to go. But you're also free to come back. The only thing I say is that you need to acknowledge what this racist piece of shit has done. And you need to take accountability for your part in participating and putting this piece of shit in the office. If you are a girl dad, if you are a soldier and you voted for him, fuck you too. Because your daughter will now not have rights. So if somebody my age and white decides that he sees your 6-year-old, your 8-year-old, your 12-year-old, your 14-year-old, because girls can't get pregnant as young as 6. Again, you can Google Lena Medina. Because I don't come without receipts, bitches. If I'm a 70-year-old white man and I see your 6-year-old, your 8-year-old daughter, and you off at work, and I decide upside the back of the bitch's head, boom, boom, and now she pregnant at fucking 14 or 16 or 12 or 8, there is no baby deletion program. There is no abortions. When Trump overturned Roe v. Wade, he got rid of your daughter's rights to say no. Let that sink in. Your mama, your sister, your cousins, anybody with tits and a working ovary now don't have any rights to say no. And there's certain states like Tennessee and Kentucky and other red states that voted for this motherfucker that are trying to make it so that your 12-year-old to 14-year-old daughter is well on their way to having consensual rights to have sex with adults. And they want that same policy passed on to boys. You know why they wanted the boys? Because they want black boys behind bars. So little dumb black boys can do dumb shit because their friends do dumb shit and wind up having their stupid ass from high school straight to prison because they just set that shit up that way. A lot of us black kids don't want to hear what the adults have to say because experience will always have to be their teacher because they're fucking stupid, because they have stupid friends who also have stupid friends who have stupid friends, and then they'll all be stupid behind motherfucking bars where they fucking belong. Because of what? Because the system is rigged that way. And I said this before, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it every day until the day I end. when you are black and brown, your ass is going down. And the government has never had a problem making examples of us, especially that of law enforcement. But hey, what do I know? So we got a racist-ass president who wants to have his name on an aircraft carrier versus the man of a black man who actually served in the military, a man who died in combat. Well, Felon 47 rides in catering trucks because he's afraid that he's pissed off enough people that they want to X his ass the fuck out. I don't want him to die. I want that hateful bastard to live till he's 130 years old. And I want every victim of the Epstein's list to take natural justice. Let me replay what natural justice means, because I know y'all all saw The Punisher, right? Cirrus Pacem Parabellum, Thomas Jane's Punisher, where sometimes the law is inadequate and you have to act outside the law. Well, not with him. We just gonna Prometheus his ass the way Zeus did it. Chain him up to a wall and have each one of the young girls come in with a little carving tool and just cut them. Cut them every day. Every day. Hell, I will provide them with the carving tool. We'll teach them how to use these Filipino knives and just ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. Every day. I want him to make it to 130 years old. Maybe every now and again one of the pretty girls can come in and flash some titties to get him excited, you know, and then all the other girls can come in, whip out their Filipino knives, cut, and then we're going to give him this stuff like Wolverine so that he heals right the fuck back up. But we're not going to give him adamantium. We're just going to give him enough healing juice to heal right back up. And every time they cut him, he heals right back up. And they cut him again. And no matter how deep they cut him, we'll heal him right back up. That's a fate fitting for a man who walked in on 14-year-old girls in dressing rooms with their tops down and no time to cover up, and some of them didn't have their bottoms on and no time to cover up, and some of them may have been caught in compromising situations because they're 14 to 19-year-old girls, and girls get their cycles, and you know, he done probably walked in on these very beautiful girls, and he said very beautiful women on the Howard Stern show, that he was the only man who could go in there because he owned it and that he could inspect it. Last time I checked, FBI stood for Federal Bureau of Investigations, not female body inspectors. So I may have pissed all of you off. There's 684 of you. I expect to have less by the end of the day. And that's okay because I won't be back for about 2 more weeks. But that's okay also. Like I said, I got some shit that's going on. I'm trying to finish a book. I'm trying to get this inventor paid so that my invention can be made and everything can go the way I plan it. Oh, in case you're wondering who I'm working with on my invention, I'm working with these people. Of course, the camera would go black. I'm working with Davisons, so I gotta make money to give them money so that my inventions can help the world with what it does. And I'm still trying to get my shit together. Health ain't the greatest. You know, I got an appointment next month with the military doctor. Hopefully, I'm gonna have good news versus bad news, and we're going to see what happens when that bridge comes. But until then, you know, this has been a Monologue Monday. This has been a Felon 47 video. It's longer than I wanted it to be, but your feelings are going to be hurt. You're going to cry. I already made an apology video. You do not have to accept it. The door is always open. If you want to hang here, it's fine. If you're a Trump supporter and you want to hang here, it's fine. If you're a Trump supporter and you want to go and never come back, also fine. Let me break this down for y'all as we get down to the last 5 minutes of this thing. I don't have anything against anybody unless you're racist. If you're racist, this is not the place for you. I'm not going to sugarcoat that shit. If you're not a racist and you voted for Trump, oops, you're bad. You know, that can be forgiven. But you need to start saying shit. You need to start fighting for people that don't look like you, that look like me, that were in the military, the ones he called suckers and losers, the 5-star gold families that he embarrassed and talked about, and then takes pictures over the graves. Yet he wanted to remove all the people of color from the military history. You need to start saying something if you're white. Period. If you're Asian and you voted for him and you ain't caught on to the fact that the first damn thing he did in his first term is the same damn thing he did in the second term. He went on an Asian hunting spree. Let's not forget the coronavirus got more Filipinos and Koreans injured than Chinese people. Some Chinese people fought back. Some motherfuckers went out and bought guns, but Filipinos and Koreans were the ones that was injured the most, especially the Filipino that got burnt all the way across his goddamn face. Excuse me, he got cut. The Asian lady that was being chased by a guy with a flamethrower and spray and all this other shit. Yeah, no. The Asian woman that fought back and clucked the white dude in the head with a fucking 2x4 after her husband got fucked up. He claims he didn't have nothing to do with it, but she didn't give a fuck. She beat the brakes off that motherfucker. The Asian girl who drop kicked a motherfucking black dude because he called her all kinds of shit and then tried to run. And you seen her run away, but then she came right back and drop kicked the dog shit out of her. Score. What about two Asian people that got coffee thrown on them on the fucking train from New York to D.C. because they work in D.C.? Both of them were Korean. One male, one female. Hot coffee thrown on them because they were Asian. Trump started all that bullshit with the Kung Flu virus, the Wuhan disease. If you're white and you're not racist but you voted for Trump, now is the time to step the fuck up. Now is the time to say some shit. Now is the time to prove to the world that, you know what? I'm not racist. I fucked up. I voted a racist in twice. Own that shit. And then welcome the fuck home. Because I can forgive you, but other people will not. So you might want to own that shit before he takes the economy to hell. And once he takes the economy to hell, I just want y'all to understand something. He's going to run. No. He's not going to run for the presidency again. He knows that shit's not going to happen. But he's going to run. He's trying to find a place where there's no extradition laws so that we can't go bring his ass back and send his old ass to jail. He wants to die in office so that he won't go to prison. He's going to try to run. He only has two options. Go somewhere where there's no extradition laws or go to prison. Those are his only options. Because we're going to get that Epstein's list done. Whether the people covering that shit like it or not. It's going to fucking happen. These girls are going to get justice come hell or high water. And if you voted for him, and you're not racist, you should be pushing for that fucking shit to come across. Because as we close out, for all you people that voted for him, because all of us who didn't, he installed that your child, 18 to 25, can and will be drafted. And the caveat to that, Barron will never serve. Barron will never see the military because he's 6'10", so they found a legal loophole that he's too tall. But before we go, the most important thing you need to know is the celebrities that served. Now there's a rumor that Chuck Norris served. I'm not going to go against that because I don't want him to come back from the dead with his mustache and whip my ass. Not that it can happen. BTS served. Arnold Schwarzenegger served. Prince Charles, King Charles now. Prince Philip, the molester. Prince Harry, Prince William. Not sure about Kim Jong-un. But in all these countries, it is mandatory for every man to serve 2 years mandatory, except for the United States. And now he just made it so that your son, 18, might have been going to football. Nah, his name comes up, he's drafted. And if we don't end this conflict in Iran really fucking soon, you'll be the one. You'll be the one that's gonna get this. This is not gonna be the boob now. Hold on. Let me aim this down just a little bit. This is an American flag. This is not the proper way, but this is the way we're going to do it today. Alright? See it's folded right there? This is going to be your child. In his coffin. And before you get mad, before you say anything, before you come at me, I folded it on the wrong side, by the way. It's supposed to go this way, y'all. My bad. I'm so goddamn mad I gotta make this video. But for all y'all who voted for Felon 47, this is gonna be your child. This is going to be his fate. Yo. Gets here. Damn it. It fell the wrong way. But yeah. They're going to present an American flag on your child. They're going to be dead. Baron is going to be alive. This is Baron and Tiger Woods. This Mai Tai is so good. Tiger's driving over in the golf. Oh my God, he's texting and driving. He flipped the golf cart. He flipped the golf cart, y'all. He done flipped the golf cart. That was fucking awesome. Look, he's walking. He's shaking it off. He's walking. But this your kid. Oh, I guess I should put the caveat on there, right? You know. Would you like me to do the Ballad of the Green Beret? I have the lyrics. Ready? Let's go ahead and add the caveat. Let's just go ahead and do that. Let's just go ahead and add everything you're gonna need. You see, if my update didn't fuck it up, which I'm sure it did, because I don't see it. Hold on. Where the hell is it? Really, motherfucker? Not screenshots. That is not what I need. Although those are very beautiful. Very beautiful women. I hate technology. I just want y'all to know that. I need the Ballad of the Green Beret lyrics that used to be one of my screens.
The lyrics for the Ballad of the Green Berets are here.
Thank you.
This patriotic song was written by Staff Sergeant Barry Sadler and Robin Moore during the Vietnam era.
Yep. Here we go. This is your flag. This is your kid's dog tags, because you do get those back when they die, by the way, after they identify and confirm the body. And what they do for that, by the way, is they take one of these tags off and crunch it up in your child's mouth, inside the root of his mouth. So that's how they understand if they're your body, because a lot of the enemy soldiers take your dog tags and then they manipulate. But let's do this. Fighting soldiers from the sky, fearless men who jump and die, men who mean just what they say, the brave men of the Green Beret, silver wings up on their chest. These are men, America's best. 100 men will test today, but only 3 win the Green Beret. Trained to live off nature's land, trained in combat, hand to hand, men who fight by night and day, courage take from the Green Beret, silver wings up on their chests. These are men, America's best. 100 men will test today, but only 3 win the Green Beret. Back at home, a young wife waits. Her Green Beret has met his fate. He has died for those oppressed, leaving her his last request. Put silver wings on my son's chest. Make him one of America's best. He'll be a man. He'll test one day. Have him win the Green Beret. And while you're listening to this damn song, if you're a soldier, you can sing along. But if you voted for Felon 47, let me make this straight. This flag is your son. These dog tags is his fate. from the age 18 to 25. He can be drafted. He'll serve and he'll die. Barron's ass will stay at home at rest. His 6'10" won't ever have to enlist. Your kid had hopes. He had some dreams. Felon 47 changed everything. Drafted from high school to go die in a war to avoid the Epstein's list. I hope I evened up the score. I hope you learned something from your voting mistake. Your 18-year-old or 25-year-old will meet their fate. You'll get an American flag draped across his grave, while Baron and Tiger lives will be saved. They will escape, but you will not. You voted for this, you ignorant slut. I hope you learn from this song today. Did your son will try and win a green beret? It won't be a choice. He'll have no say. Trump put it in the law starts next year, not today. There'll be no escape from 18 to 25. I hope you ready, because you signed away your child's life. Thank y'all for watching. And if I pissed you off, I did my job. You better do your motherfucking research, because in 2027, if your son is 18 to 25, this will be your fate. Because if they don't stop that shit in Iran today, I promise you, tomorrow you will be burying your child. And anybody that voted for Felon 47, you better not say a damn thing to me other than, you're right, I'm sorry, I fucked up. Because once your kid hits boots on the ground, once they're 11 Bravo, my job, that Green Beret song will mean more to you than you will ever fucking know. You voted for this shit, you won, and you had to get the libs. You had to get the libs. You got all the libs. I'm a progressive, bitch. So I'm going to let you know real motherfucking fast. You took away your daughter's rights. You took away your son's rights. And you voted his ass in. While his 3 sons will never see combat. His grandsons will never see combat. They have no fucking honor. And your child will die because you voted in a racist piece of human shit. That don't like you, he don't like me, he loves the uneducated that you will be, and you voted him in. So when you're standing over Arlington because your child was KIA'd, he'll have an aircraft carrier. Because they're going to vote away the black guy. And they're going to give it to this living piece of human filth. Shame on you. You can redeem yourself. Own it. Say you voted for him. And then start making the shit right. When he starts doing shit that's right in front of you, racist. Start saying shit. Start redeeming yourself now. Because when the shit falls down and it's finally your turn to suffer, you can't bitch and complain because you voted for it. Thanks for watching.